Well, hello everybody. We're back here at the farm. It's a is it a foggy morning? It's yeah, it's a foggy morning, but let's jog down here. The canola is in. Woo! Look at this beautiful canola. Ah, yeah. I've been working on the trees over there. And the chickens have been working on the eggs. I have a bunch of eggs, but we'll deal with that in a minute. First thing we want to do, though, we want to start on our canola. Yeah! Let's head out there. Ooh, don't hit the building. Don't hit the building, Hans. There we go. Now, I could obviously wait a little bit, but well, I have an appointment down at the, I've got a couple appointments. I have an appointment down at the shop because I made an order and they're going to want me to go down there and pick it up today because, well, it's kind of big. Kind of big, kind of in their way if I don't go down there and pick it all up. And the other thing is I have an appointment down in town to take them some eggs because I've been telling them about my eggs and they said, well, if you bring down a sample in of your eggs, we'll talk about potentially paying you for them. And I said, well, I think I can do that. So I want to go ahead and get started. Get the barley. No, it's not barley. It's canola. I want to get the canola in. And then we can go down and we can keep our appointments because we certainly want to do that. Don't want to disappoint anybody. It's always the worst thing when you disappoint somebody. But sometimes, you know, sometimes it's for the best. Sometimes. We got a good bit of harvesting here to do. Probably won't take us too terribly long. I mean, we don't have the biggest combine in the world, but it's more than adequate for this field. We're talking about disappointment now. Well, I've disappointed plenty of people. Yep. Start with my dad, you know. I told you he was a banker. And he was very proud of that. I never understood why, honestly. I never liked the idea of banking. Always seemed kind of weird, but so be it. But I was, you know, he was all hopeful I was going to be a banker, you know, kind of make a family thing out of banking. And when I graduated from school and it was time to go to university, well, he told me, well, Hans, go to university, get your degree, and I'll get you a job at the bank. I just didn't have the heart to tell him I didn't want to do that. But he found out pretty fast when I came home. Told him I'd taken a job. Well, first I trained, kind of, you know, on the sly. I told him I was doing a job at a local business, but I wasn't really. And so I did lie. I did lie a little bit, but well, took a job trucking. Now, when I came home with my trucker's license and I told my dad, well, first thing he said was get out of my house. And then my mom convinced him that was a bad idea. So he let me stay, but he wasn't very happy. I got this first job. I was thinking open roads. I'd spend my time driving from Luxembourg to Poland and up to the UK, and it'd be really awesome. My first job scared the crap out of me. Got this job with this trucking firm. My first job was just short distance trucking, just inside Luxembourg. They had a contract for a building site. Stuff would come in by train, or it'd be the raw goods would be brought in and then manufactured, and then my job was to deliver it to the construction site. It was just a short little drive, but it was a lot of city driving. I probably did 10 trips a day delivering just a short little drive. And I'd always be driving the same truck. I'd get this little low-end Scania. It was a good truck, and I enjoyed it. It was the other guys laughed at me because I was driving the small truck that nobody else drove, but I didn't care. I was doing something. I was earning money, and I wasn't a banker. My first delivery, everything went really well until the last turn when I put the trailer up on the sidewalk. Thankfully, it didn't do any damage, but my boss did see that, and when I got back, well, he then made me drive a lot more, but I had to have a senior operator in the truck with me because he didn't think I was good enough yet, and that really bummed me out. But you know, when you're young and you've got your first job, well, I didn't really care in the long run. I mean, in the long run, it turned out really good because I learned a lot of tricks from the guy that rode with me, and those tricks helped me out later when I did finally get to go on the open road, because I didn't stay a short haul trucker. What really changed everything was one day, well, all the other trucks were out. My short haul truck was in the shop for servicing because it had blown a transmission. Wasn't my fault, I promise. And my boss came back. We needed a delivery. It was an urgent delivery, and he gave me his DAF. This was his personal DAF. He'd just gotten back from a long haul job. It was the only truck in the yard, and he didn't have any time left to drive, so he gave me his DAF. And I remember him telling me, "You scratch my truck, you're fired, and I'm sending you to hospital." And it scared the crap out of me, so I was so nervous. Every single movement, like coming up to corners and everything, I saw a car coming, and I just gunned it. And, whoo, that DAF had a lot more power than my Scania, I'll tell you what. A much bigger engine. But this, when I made this delivery, my boss said, "You know, you did good, and I'm going to give you a promotion," which was awesome. And he put me on medium haul, which wasn't all that great. I mean, I got to go down to Metz and go up to Brussels, but that was about it. I mean, there wasn't a lot of room in medium haul, and I was still driving that same Scania that I had before a lot. But then he started giving me other trucks out of the fleet, which was pretty cool. But still, you know, driving, you always think open roads and awesome scenery, and no, the first 6 months was me driving in Luxembourg to various job sites to deliver building material. It was boring, but it paid enough that I was able to get an apartment with a couple other guys, and I was able to move out, which my mom wasn't really happy about, but I think my dad was happy. He wanted me out. He was still so mad about me not being a banker. Thankfully, he did eventually come around and decide, well, my life wasn't his life. And I think that's what he wanted. He wanted to relive or something. I don't know. Now I'm a farmer. Crazy, huh? Trucker to farmer. Well, as a old fella on American radio used to say, now you know the rest of the story. Well, at least that part of the story. Yeah, I don't think my father ever truly forgave me for that, but I had to do what I thought was right. And being a banker, well, that was not my idea of doing something right. So, I chose something else. Didn't expect what happened when I did it either. On many different fronts. And I'm gonna pull this guy in straight in today because I feel like it. Oh, are you gonna make it? Yes, you are. Good. Actually, I'll pull it in here because I'm thinking about getting the welding equipment down here because I just want to do a little bit of work on that just to be sure. Lower deck still hanging out. All right, let's check. current prices on canola. Got $4.19 at the freight yard, $5.54 at the grain elevator, $5.37 at the shipping office, $5.94 at the transport company, $5.32. Okay, so we're looking at the transport company. There's that button. Where is that Google Glasses button? Oh, there it is. Transport company. Ah, good. Ah, good. Okay, that'll take us close to where we need to go for the eggs. Okay. Let's run over there. I think. Well, I'll just take a quick drive over there in the tractor. Then we'll stop off at the eggs. Go to sell those eggs. And then we'll come back here. My goodness, I can't see a thing. We'll come back here. We have to move to take some other stuff around. All kinds of stuff parked everywhere. But yeah, we'll run this down to the to sell, and we'll stop off at the eggs. I don't think you guys really want to hang out with me during that, do you? All right, here we come into the company here. We're going to go ahead and sell this canola. See what kind of prices we get for this. Lovely. A few $1,000s. Not a lot, but we're still small. We're still small in the grand scheme of things. Now I did make a call about the right up here. There's a little sheep place here. Made a little phone call about that. It's available. I don't think we're really. I don't think we're quite there yet. I don't think we quite need to take time to invest into the sheep. But I know it's available now. And the council actually said that it was owned by a other farmer, but he didn't pay his bills, and so the council repossessed it. We're going to park right here. All right, let's go and talk to this wonderful people about eggs. Wonderful, they took our eggs. Nice. Nice little profit there. So yeah, I talked to the council about that sheep area, and they said that sure enough, right now that land is community land, and that they would be more than happy for me to use that land to raise sheep upon, as long as I made a promise that the wool that the sheep generate would stay in the community, that I would take it to the local spinnery, and that the local spinnery then would handle all the sheep wool. Now, I declared right in front of them right then and there, I have no problem with that. I'm all about the local business. So, they said anytime I'm ready, I can just go ahead and bring my sheep down, put them in there, and I just have to take care of them. Nobody else is going to take care of them. They did ask, of course, if they could borrow a few sheep every year for the carnival to have part of a petting zoo, and I said, well, that's just fine with me. So we'll have that. There'll be a little bit of a petting zoo thing going on, but no big thing. I think that's a small price to pay for the benefit we'll get. Whoa! There we go. Now, first things first, I attempted to make use of this thing here, and I just could not get along with it. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take it down and we're going to sell it back. But I don't feel right selling a dirty mess like this back to the fine folks down there at the store. So we're going to run it over here. We're going to wash it up really quick. We'll wash the tractor while we're at it. And then we'll take it down to the store. I already called them about it. And they said they could find another buyer. So you just need to wash it up a bit. And then we'll take this to the store, we'll unload it. I'll feel better not having it on the farm. I kept trying to use it. I kept getting frustrated with it. And part of the deal, of course, is, you know, I ordered some other equipment from them, which they were so kind to order in. It had to come in on a couple shipments, and I was like, well, I really want to wait until everything is in, especially one of the things, because the first thing that came in, I was like, well, I can't really do anything with that. And I said, okay, well, wait a little bit. We'll get the rest of the equipment in, and then we'll give you a buzz. And I said, well, I can respect that. All right. There we go. So they called me last night, and they said, well, they got the last piece of the equipment in. They went ahead and assembled one of them because it came in pieces, and they said, well, since you were, you know, such a good customer and stuff, they'd go ahead and assemble it for me, which I was mighty thankful for, because I don't think I would have been able to assemble it myself. And yeah, so I'm going to come down here. We're going to pick up our equipment. It's going to take us a couple times. Ooh, that was good thing that the bar on the front caught that. Be careful coming down that hill. Dangerous there. All right. Also, what's dangerous is these terrible drivers. Okay. It's a town full of crazy people. Drop this guy off. There we go. I'll just park right here for right now. They won't mind that. And sell that. Perfect. Huh. Ghost sticks. That's good. We'll just leave it there. Alright, let's go in and talk to the guys. Now, what we picked up, and part of the reason that we needed to wait, so what they got for me, they ordered in a Liebherr L538 wheel loader for me, and a Lizard log fork as well. But that wasn't all. I also had them order in, and this came in first, the timber runner, and I was like, well, I can't really haul that around. I mean, really. So we got the timber runner. And then this is the last thing that came in, was the dolly. And I was like, really, guys? It's the last thing that came in. Thanks. So there we go. We got that. Now, do we need to buy anything else, do you think? I was thinking about a pickup truck, but it's not going to leave me a lot of money. I think we'll stay with what we've got. Well, I do kind of want to look at. All right, so that's 100 horsepower. This guy needs a 150. It's a 225. So I could go up to this. 2.5, 2.0. Give me another half meter of plow room. I could do that. Or in cultivators, that takes me up to 205. It's a 4.5 meter working width. I think we'll wait on that. I really, you know, down the road I need to get one of these. I'd feel right at home. Maybe not a man, but I'd feel right at home in a truck like that. Maybe not a man. We might wait. We'll see if we can order in another truck. Let's see. Do they have anything on sale that I need? Nope. Okay. I think we're good. So this is the new equipment we got, so we can finish off that field we've been working on. So at the big TTV here, almost positive the timber runner is going to be a simple task to haul. Maybe not a simple task to get out of here because of the way everything is placed, but make that turn? I can barely make that turn. Alright, we can do that. Oh boy. It's going to be difficult with all these trees here. Couldn't have put it in a better spot there. How are we doing? Just about. Alright, back up then. timber runner. Since you're going to be like that. So just get this guy in here. A little bit different than backing up a truck, you know, because... There we go. Alright, this will help in clearing out the farm a little bit quicker. Weird stick. Yeah. We'll be able to get more on here. So what I found was I could get a fir tree in that other piece of equipment we had. I'm going to keep that other trailer because it's got the crane on it, and also because I think I can use it for some of the smaller sticks. At least right now. Might change my mind later. But right now, I think it's a good thing. I can park it right next to this thing. And with the 3 different pieces of equipment we now have to lift logs, you should be able to do pretty good. Plus, I can cut my logs bigger, so these big fir trees, I can cut, instead of cutting them into, what was I cutting them into? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I cut them into 7 pieces. I think I probably cut them into 3, maybe? Something like that. And certainly, I think... Ooh, I remember it's a bit longer back there. Certainly, I think I can get the... be an easier time getting the oak trees in here. Now, I do know, I think, I'm pretty sure, that this thing is a bit tall for our little stole here. Let's find out really quick. Got that right there. I do need to wash the stole. I think I'll do that as well. Let's get our fork here, and let's see if we can actually get anything in here with the stole. This is as high as the stole lifts. Yeah. So we're gonna have that problem with this guy. I can get between. That doesn't do me a whole lot of good right there. Yeah. That would be a little bit of a trick right there, but alright. Let's really quick while we're here, before I called a friend to come pick me up to take me down, pick up the front loader. While we're waiting on him to get here, let's clean up this equipment here. That just leaves us a couple pieces of dirty equipment, but better than what we got right now. Just a whole lot of dirty equipment. There we go. Clean this boy down. Now we just spent shave under 200,000 on new equipment, and we have a lot of trees left to go on that field. My plan now is to have that field all done here pretty soon, so that you know, get clean there. We'll see. Is to have that whole field done for the next planting, so that next time we're all together, that we'll be able to... you're not going to clean, are you? Why not? Let's go clean this guy. Next time we're all together, we'll plow up that field 24 and probably plow up 29 as well. And if things go really nicely, I might even take the time to get some of those oak trees off from around that field 29, the ones that are kind of in the way. That's what I'm kind of hoping. Are you gonna clean? Yes, you are. Good. Good, good, good. So we'll have some nice clean equipment. What I'll probably do is I'll bring over the little trailer and the stump grinder, because that stump grinder is an absolute mess. I got stuff jammed up in the hydraulics, and it's just a mess. But I'll bring that over. I'll probably clean that up as well. Maybe one day I'll figure out how to clean this thing up. Maybe. Do you want to just be attached to this? Would that make it easier? Because right now that looks really bad. I mean, that looks horrendous. Oh, there we go. Nope, that's really doing nothing. Huh. Well, there you go. All right. I think my friend's here, so we're gonna head down and let me pick this up before I forget about it and drive over it and then cause all kinds of problems. Here we go. All right, I'm gonna go down. I'll pick up that front loader and yeah, we'll look at it. Well, my friend dropped me off here. George is a wonderful guy. He came here from the UK, but anyway, yeah. So here's our new front loader. This thing looks like it's gonna be a mean beast. Yeah, I think this is gonna be a huge improvement. And the main thing I want to do with this thing is learn how to drive it. The big thing I want to be, the big reason for this thing is the oak trees are a little bit tough for the stole and that little trailer that we have. But I think with this thing, I'll be able to lift up those oak trees without a big problem. And that'll speed everything up. Now I'm pretty sure this thing can. I didn't think to measure whether this thing can make it up into the timber runner we bought. Probably should have made that measurement before I made this purchase. We'll see. If nothing else, if I put the timber runner downhill, maybe I can make a reach up. I don't know. We'll find out. Let's get up here first. Gonna take some practice to get used to this thing. Been a while since I've driven an articulated vehicle. Now I'm sure I could have bought a, what was it, a New Holland front loader, I think. But I just didn't feel right with the stole over there. I mean, the stole's doing a great job. It might not be the, it's not a stole, is it? It's the Steyr. Yeah. It's doing a great job. I didn't want to replace something that's doing such a good job. Alright, let's, oh, I think this will make it. What do you guys think? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that'll work. That will work something nice. So we'll be able to handle a few more of these trees. Excellent. Excellent. Now, hopefully, next time, hopefully we'll plow up this because we'll have cleared off the trees. Now, of course, we don't have the land. And I was just going to clear the trees and then buy the land. Of course, we had to keep 10 trees on here, but then now I'm thinking about it. 21,000. Let's go ahead and buy this. So we own the field now. We can completely remove the trees, which is good. Yeah. I think this is going to be a good Good improvement. Now I'll plow this up. Well, I'll wait for you guys. Maybe. No, I'll go ahead and plow this up. But I'll wait for you guys to cut this stuff up. And we'll hopefully be turning over field 24 next time. Cutting the first furrows in this field, fresh field. It'll over double. I think it's going to over double the size of our farm. That will be amazing. All right, well, until the next episode, y'all be safe out there.